Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very sad day indeed in this country. I'm doing this video at exactly 9:30, and at this point, the remains of legend, the remain of statesman Raila Odinga is coming down at the JKIA at the moment. So I just came shortly to give an update about some development that has just emerged at the moment. First, just quickly, yesterday, India government flew Raila Odinga's body to the airport by the military chopper. Then from there, it was taken over by the jet from the JKIA that landed in Mumbai to came back with the body. And as I said, guys, I saw finally Ogeta. This is Ogeta. This is Odinga's bodyguard breaking down at the airport. Actually, the last moment now, he was seeing his boss in that casket. That video is really, it's very heartbreaking. So, but as this was going on, there are two information that was coming out. Number one, I saw a tweet from Mutahi Ngunyi, and remember, it is a very critical time. However, I don't understand. Maybe, I don't know what you think. Raila's body is arriving in Kenya today. The burial is on Sunday. I don't know what is the rush for the ODM party to settle on the party, on the interim party leader. Because yesterday, there are two tweets, two information I saw. Mutahi Ngunyi made this. It is not a tragedy that Raila Odinga died. It will be a tragedy if we let die what Raila left alive in us. A burning fire for country. Raila fought the good fight, finished the race, and kept the faith. Now, either Odinga must stabilize the ODM ship. Winnie Mandela did it. Why not? And, just informal conversations, someone who tipped me about Mutahi Ngunyi's tweet, I had not seen it, saying, Kevin, does the state want Ida Odinga to take over ODM party? Even if so, but so quick. But then as that was going on, remember Babu Owino reception at the current residence where people demanded for him to address the crowd there. And there have been a conversation in the corridors that the next person ODM should be looking at should be Babu Owino. But I need to be very clear in this podcast. Babu Owino is not Raila Odinga. And in Babu Owino, we will not get Raila Odinga though. But we will get a leader. We can get a leader who can be able to face power and tell power the truth. But the caliber of Odinga, a man who look at things and say, on this one, we are making this decision and it is in the best interest of us. Apart from Mutahi Ngunyi, I saw a post from Robert Alai, acting party leader the acting party leader now that Baba is resting is Oburu Odinga. Don't listen to the people who are still in political adolescence. And of course here, Alai was attacking Babu Owino, who has really been part of that. Now, I'm seeing preparations at the JKIA and going on. Now, what has happened? There was a will, and that will stipulated that Odinga had to be buried within 72 hours. It was also being reported that in that will, he explained the ODM transition, what he would like the ODM to be, and what he would want to happen thereafter, probably who to take over. So yesterday night, there was a NEC meeting of the ODM party that was held urgently. And that NEC meeting explained that the person who was supposed to take over explained or and narrowed down on Oburu Odinga as the interim pacting party leader.
Okay. You're going to read it, okay. But I will just announce.
I can never do that.
Simba will
just scroll.
Yeah. Who's going to read? Simba.
Okay. Where is it?
So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, are you ready? This has been
Please.
This has been the neck of the ODM party,
National Executive Council.
and National Executive Council of the ODM party that we have held here at Agile this morning. Our resolutions will be brought to us by our deputy party leaders. So I will ask Simba, Governor Simba Arati, our deputy party leader, Governor Abdul Samad, and Senator Osot. Simba. If you could step aside, kidogo tu. Abdul Samad also needs to be here. If you spread out a bit,
This is a press statement by the National Executive Committee, NEC, of ODM Party. The National Executive Committee, NEC of ODM Party, joins other members of the party, supporters, the nation, and the entire continent of Africa in mourning the untimely death of the party leader, His Excellency Honorable Raila Odinga. Yesterday morning, while undergoing treatment at an hospital in India. The death of Baba, as he was fondly referred to by many, is not only a blow to the party but also to the entire Republic of Kenya, which he vehemently fought for, and the continent of Africa, which he championed for its growth and economic emancipation. The NEC members used today's meeting to commiserate with the family of our departed leader, more particularly his spouse, Mama Dr. Ida Betty Odinga, his children Rosemary, Raila Jr. and the Winnie, siblings, and the entire ODM family for the loss. The members paid
Technology.
These writings are small, therefore. All right. Wacha atengeneze. Hii vitu.
Start.
Make it bold.
Just increase font size.
Then I could ventilates because it's
All right. Let me read the way it is.
are you able to read that?
The members paid growing tribute to the party leaders who they described as a beacon of peace, embodiment of truth, champion of democracy, a love of human dignity, a champion of women and youth empowerment, a selfless leader, and the father of devolution. In his death, ODM, the whole nation, have lost. Kenya, Africa, and the whole world are mourning. We mourn the passing on of a towering giant who spent all his youth and early life fighting for the rights of the people, hence freedom we all enjoy today. The NEC calls on all our members, supporters, and general public to mourn the passing on of this great son. as outlined by the funeral organizing committee, which is chaired by the Deputy President, His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki, and co-chaired by Dr. Oburu Odinga. The party is aligned with arrangements which are in accordance with the party leader's wish that when he dies, he should be laid to rest within 72 hours of his death. We shall strictly observe the program to the later until the day of his burial on Sunday, 19th October 2025. Okay. Allow him to finish part of that statement.
Having said that, the party wishes to make the following announcement to our members in Nairobi and across the country. The party has opened condolences books in all our offices. Okay. Why don't you just help us, technology?
1 second.
Are we good? Okay. The party has opened condolence books in all our offices across the country. Members, supporters, and the general public are free to visit any of the party offices at the county level to sign the condolence book, and in some instances, the governor's offices
of the ODM party. I think my only reservation is how fast, what is the rush? But again, I don't think the fact that Oburu Odinga is taking this into consideration is not, it's not something wrong. I think, yeah, those you take over. That is his younger brother. So it's fine. But it signals there is a way, there is probably a reason why it had to be done. And I want to explain, try to just look at 2 or 3 reasons why that transition has been rushed at this moment. I felt that probably it could wait. It is not something that was very urgent. If you look at those who read the report, was Simba Arati, who is deputy party leader, and ODM has deputy party leaders. There was Simba Arati, there is Abdul Somad Nasir, who flew to India, and there was Osotsi, who was in Kenya. So he's also another deputy party leader. Now, ordinarily, someone would have thought that at this time, one of the deputy party leaders would have been picked as the party leader. But because there are 3, how will you settle on who to take over? That will be a critical point at this time. Number 2, the last time Odinga went out for some medical checkup and he handed over the party. He was going to be away, not medical checkup, by the time he was vying for African Union chairmanship. He handed over the party leadership to Anyang' Nyong'o. So someone also think that probably at that time his preferred person would be Anyang' Nyong'o to take over the ODM leadership. But I want to answer 2 questions. Number 1, why that decision has been made to my end. Probably at this point, ODM is trying to avoid room for propaganda. And that is very important. And I'm saying that because there are people that now, I call them scavengers. There are scavengers that are they're not even bothered about Odinga's demise. They're more worried of post-Raila. And they're going to use these 3 days that Odinga will be between today, Friday, Thursday to Sunday. Today's Friday, Thursday to Sunday, to try to put up their thoughts on what they think should be done. So those scavengers, and that is why that decision seems to have been made, probably to avoid that space, that space. Number 2, remember for the burial, there is a protocol that will be needed. And at this point, If that protocol is to be put, it will be, there's so many other factors that will play. Remember, even when Jaramogi died, we understand, the report is Jaramogi actually handed over to Orengo because he felt that I was still young. So at this point, I think it's very right to do that. And ODM was a big party with several infrastructure and funds and several other things. I think it is also important, Odinga family, we understand this decision was also made in consideration rather than consultation with Odinga family, Mama Ida and the team, who to settle on that. Probably you also have to protect the party assets and what belongs to that party. Sometimes you give people powers, and at this point, people manage that transition in a manner that only pleases themselves, and you end up probably losing that party. That party, I must also tell you that ODM party is now out for grabs. William Ruto wants it. There are some people in ODM who wants it. There's some people who don't want to, they don't want ODM and they don't want Ruto, and they just want the party to collapse. So there's several other things that are at the stake at this point. So maybe they also felt that some people can be mischievous. Some people can be mischievous at this point and to maybe play games with the party at the moment. Now, the other reason why I think that decision has been made is the fact that any person who would take over as the party leader at the moment would be seen as Raila's successor. If you give it to anyone, in that party, and look at the deputy party leaders, look at Osotsi, look at Abdul Swamad, look at Kisi, the Simbarati, they would be seen different. I think Simbarati is vice chair. Probably I'm getting it wrong. Could be vice chair of the party, not really the party leader. So, to that end, that's why I'm saying that they also don't want to make that point now. And as the report was saying, that Raila Odinga had his will on what should happen moving forward. In fact, including the deal on working with President Ruto. In fact, including that. So, because if you read the medical history, it's not something, yes, it happened urgently, was not expected, but so guys, let me cut this here. I'm seeing the plane has arrived. I'm seeing Joho. It's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah.